Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Royal Stone. We're here in the last battle, the second part. We've mainly taken out most of the enemies. We still have to take out Dinon, the Emperor, a few more monsters, but other than that the battle is pretty much won. So as long as the monsters don't get a critical hit, we'll be a-okay. So I want to finish up maxing out our golem so I can show off the stats of the maxed out golem. Because in my other playthrough I won't be maxing out my monsters, just so I can get experience and max out the other characters. Yeah, monsters take so much experience to max out. You'll see that in the bonus episode that I do after this. I'm going to actually start that episode off with a chart that shows how much experience each character needs to max, and the max attack, max defense, luck, and best equipment options. So we'll see that. Even with you know, I'm using the monsters in the second playthrough that I did to it was really tight maxing out all the experience, getting my wizards to max level, all the fighters and all the skill fighters to max. But you'll see that in the, like I said, the bonus episode. I'll also show off the final battle, but sped up. So there's Dinon. Dinon is aggressive if we get within his range. So we're staying out of his range until we take care of these monsters. Be careful who we have fighting the monsters. Don't really want to necessarily go with characters that are strong against the monsters, for the fear of getting a critical hit. Save yourself to feed the experience into the golem. It's too bad you can't get the golem at an earlier time. And then you could, you know, max it out at level 16 and attach it to your evoker. But if you want to attach to your evoker, you're going to have to do it at the level it comes in at, and that's 14. But the golem is quite powerful, even at level 14. The golem is an anomaly, you'll see in the chart that I do, the bonus episode. It actually has slightly more defense than the other monsters. I guess they figure because it's made out of stone. Interesting read up on the history of golems. It's like a Jewish myth. Pretty neat. So, some interesting stories about them. And let's just zap these monsters here. And once the board is cleared, then we'll just go up and attack Dinon, the Emperor. Be like I said, he hits really hard, has a lot of hit points, but like most enemies that have a lot of hit points, we can do quite a bit of damage starting off by using the drain attack. A few drains will whittle them down to a point where our boost characters will be able to finish him off. Chose the wrong person to heal. In my rush I did that a few times, but like I said, with no one really bothering me right here, it's not a problem that I healed the wrong person. So the AI always goes after Eva first. If it can't reach Eva, then it will go after a squishy character, mainly one of the healers. If the healer's not in range, then it'll go after a wizard. So that's why it was so important to get the healers up to max level, because they're often targeted by the enemy. Another good character to use against the Emperor here, Dinon. is the monster characters. Because they can take a hit, and they deal a decent amount of damage as well. And they can take about 3 hits from this guy. We can alternate who we call out to keep them alive. Not good. Still haven't determined what, when you get a critical hit, when you don't get a critical hit. I thought maybe those numbers at the bottom might have something to do with it, like your potential to evade or potential to crit. But as you saw there, they both were 0-0 and we missed. So I don't know. It doesn't help that I guess a lot of people don't really don't actually play this game because it was never released in America. It was released in Japan, but it was fans translated a few years ago, and that's how I was able to play it on an emulator here on my Wii. I can't believe I Wii's as far as I got console-wise. Coming out the Switch 2 like this week. So I missed the Wii U, the Switch 2 now. The Wii had so many good games on it, like, I won't even finish them before I die. I always make the joke. Just how slow I go through these games. That's what happens when you get older. You don't necessarily have the time. So here's Dinon's going after Eva, as expected. She can survive 2 hits, as long as she's not critted. Always, of course, boost up. And once you're basically at this point, if it's no other monsters can attack Eva, no one else is around to attack Eva, the battle's pretty much won. Barring a critical hit by Dinon. Because Dinon's always going to target Eva, and with 2 healers, you can always heal Eva back up to max. So she'll never be finished in 1 round by Dinon. And then we can just, have Dinon attack, boost Eva, do triple damage. Basically just finishes himself. Yeah, just don't attack with Eva and forget to heal, or attack with Eva after you healed. Like right now, if I healed Eva up and then attacked, if I didn't kill Dinon on this turn, then he'll get an attack and finish me off. So sometimes strategy is knowing, let the enemy attack first. So there's our maxed out golem. 675. That's a lot of experience to max out monsters. But they work so well with the Evoker class. Although when I had 2 wizards in my second playthrough that I did this, one of the advantages of having 2 wizards was I was able to defeat all those wizards in the last stage. There's that little trap area where the 3 wizards are hanging up on the ledge. Can't normally reach them. If you have 2 wizards, you can finish them off. You deal enough damage before the bishops can heal them up. The only problem is those bishops, though, that are healing, there's no way to defeat them. They're too far away. You can hit them with like your drain spell and level 1 elemental spells, but they're too far away to be hit by the level 2 elemental spells. So the way you basically defeated the wizards was you used 2 drain spells on them that got them to roughly maybe like 60% of their health, and then you'd finish the remaining health off with 2 level 2 elemental spells. And the bishops wouldn't heal them unless they are below 50% health. So I Normally I would wait, I would have waited for Dinon to attack me to be safe, but I knew that I had strong enough that I could finish him off with his boost here. Unfortunately, I missed. Oh! So as you can see how I said, you don't necessarily want to, it'd be easier to just have Dinon attack you. But luckily I have monsters to finish him off. I didn't have those monsters. Being a wall of hope, because then, like I said, I can heal Eva, and Dinon would attack, and before I got to run away with Eva, I would finish her off. But I had enough characters here with the monsters to finish the Emperor off. And finish goes to Tor, our Evoker. He gains a pointless level, and we have won the game. This cannot be my body. After many trials, Eva has finally vanquished Dinon. Peace returns to Anzelia. New Martalia. Guess Eva will become queen. We gather here today in remembrance of all those who lost their lives in this war. Let us pray for their happiness in the afterlife. None of Eva's army lost their lives, though. So many friends and allies, the royal stones shattered. So much has been lost in this war. To see the kings of the various countries who were defeated and died. General Granvas, Pendragon, Lord of the Beasts, King Bera, King Martalia, Luminet. A tender peace has been achieved. Azure, let us work to ensure that it lasts for many years. Lady Eva, the guards are reporting that they found an odd stone outside. The royal stones were, I guess, destroyed in the big battle, but this can't be. Is this a royal stone? Sacrolex decided to give them back to us. Lady Eva, what does this mean? Lady Eva, similar stones seem to have been found near Sor and Bera. Truly? So, Lord Sacrolex. Although I don't know why, thank you. I don't know why they would give them the stones back. I mean, just they could start another war in the future. Humans are really quite decent, wouldn't you say, Coquetta? Yeah, but why did you help Eva? You helped during the Battle of Feldte. Peace needs to be earned, not given. The struggle lends its weight. What meaning has victory if it is given and not earned? This truly was a good victory. Lord Sacrolex, may I visit Eva once in a while? Since you did so well, I don't see why not. But could you bring a message to Eva? What do you need me to tell her? Tell her that the spirits of her old companions are now here with us. So I guess after defeating them in the second Battle of Feldte, they were brought to heaven. So, not to be abused by Dinon. Although, like I said, he's gone now for good. Although all these games where there's like a Lord of Chaos, Lord of Order, I'm thinking of like Ultima. There has to be a balance. There's the Serpent of Balance. It's like in Ultima 7. You go to the expansion pack, the Isles here. Infidia, I think it's called. virtue system. They have the balance, order, and chaos serpent. That's their kind of religion. It's all whacked up. The world is all out of whack because it turns out that the big snake in Ultima 3 that was actually the serpent balance that Exodus for somehow managed to pull away from the cosmos. I'm eventually gonna get to the Ultima games, just the first 6, and then the Savage Empire's Martian Dreams and the Underworld games. So basically 11 Ultima games to play through. And Ultima 0 and like a Calibeth is basically at the 11th one. But that'll be a long, long time. Trying to go through these. Eventually I'll get to computer games. Taking out my console games. And you already heard me earlier say how I have so many console games that it's going to take me forever to get through them all. But one day eventually, so there's some fun games to play. So this game was also pretty fun. Much more difficult than Crystal Warriors. There was more variety than Crystal Warriors, but that's to be expected. I mean, it is a sequel. But both had their charms to them. They're not really bad strategy games. They have a good, nice pace to them. Some of the other strategy games I'll be playing later on that are like tile-based like this. Tactics Ogre, Knights of Lotus. They're a little more slow-paced. So, not necessarily a fan of the slower-paced tactical RPGs like that, but it's one of the reasons why I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of Final Fantasy Tactics. And it's a great game, great story, but the combat is a little weird in that one. So, plus I don't have a PlayStation, so I can't play that one anyway. So, but that'll almost do it. Like for this playthrough, like I said, a bonus episode will be put up tomorrow. So take care, have a good one. Thanks for following along. Bye.